Another Day, Another Story. A Passage to India is a novel written by E.M. Forster and published in 1924. It is set in the backdrop of British colonial India during the early 20th century. The story revolves around the complex relationships between the British colonizers and the native Indians, exploring themes of cultural clash, racism, friendship, and the limitations of understanding between different cultures. The narrative begins with Dr. Aziz, a young Indian Muslim physician practicing in the fictional city of Chandrapur. Aziz is invited by his British friend, Mr. Cyril Fielding, to a tea party at the house of Mrs. Moore, an elderly British woman visiting India. Mrs. Moore is accompanied by her young and inexperienced friend, Miss Adela Quested, who is engaged to be married to Rani Heaslip, a British magistrate in Chandrapur. During the tea party, Aziz and Mrs. Moore establish a connection, bonding over their mutual appreciation of India's culture and spirituality. Aziz is drawn to the kindness and understanding Mrs. Moore exhibits, which contrasts with the typical British attitude towards Indians. As a result, Aziz invites Mrs. Moore and Adela Quested to visit the nearby Marabar Caves, a local tourist attraction. The visit to the caves, however, takes a disastrous turn. Adela becomes frightened and disoriented in one of the caves and accuses Aziz of assaulting her. This incident sets off a chain of events that intensify the existing tensions between the British and the Indians. Aziz is arrested and put on trial, with the British community firmly believing in his guilt. During the trial, the racial prejudices and cultural misunderstandings become glaringly apparent. Fielding, who initially supports Aziz, is unable to convince the other British residents of Aziz's innocence. The trial ends abruptly when Adela retracts her accusation, admitting that she might have been mistaken. Aziz is acquitted, but the damage has been done to the relationships between the British and the Indians. The aftermath of the trial further strains the already fragile dynamics between the two communities. Aziz feels betrayed by Fielding for allegedly aligning with the British, while Fielding struggles with his own feelings of guilt and his changing perspective on British imperialism. Years later, Fielding returns to India after remarrying and attempts to reconnect with Aziz, who has become a prominent leader in the nationalist movement. The two old friends try to mend their relationship, symbolizing the possibility of genuine understanding and friendship between the British and Indians. A Passage to India explores the complexities of colonialism, racism, and cultural differences through its characters and their interactions. It emphasizes the difficulty of true understanding between individuals from different backgrounds and questions the legitimacy and consequences of imperial rule. The novel is renowned for its profound exploration of human relationships and its critique of the British Raj in India. Thanks for watching.